theater, always for me, you see a great performance, it'll stay with you all your life. A movie, yes, you remember images, but I don't think you remember it the same way that you do the great performance.
It doesn't feel so personal anyway,
So
because
personal.
Your individual theater experience is yours.
It's the old animal organism thing of you were there.
Yeah.
It's not an egoistic thing. It's really, you know, that you own, you have a possession, you have a connection to it in a different way. I mean, it's your life.
Yeah.
And you sense it because you're there. Could you tell, maybe just staying on this, is that one of the reasons why you still pursue doing theater? I mean, what is...
Because, no, it's... well, there's so many reasons, but I think the main thing is I like the athleticism of theater, and I like the fact that I wake up in the morning and I know I'm going to be performing that night, and everything kind of leads up to that, feeds that structured event at night. And it, you know, it feels useful and healthy and natural, where movies can be very exciting, they can be very satisfying, but they're very fragmented. And I never, at the end of a performance, I sometimes feel very cleansed, where the end of a day of shooting, more often I feel tired.
So
I feel, you know, when the whole thing is, not to speak against movies totally, because when it's all put together, and or when you enter a character in a very deep way and you're working on it for 3 or 4 months with people that you really admire and stimulate you, it's a great experience, but it's not the same as that ritual of and it's that interplay exactly that I experience in the Foreman of, on one hand, you have this rigid repetition of in conventions, but inside of that there's great freedom. Where in movies you're often dealing with first impulse. You hit a scene, and generally speaking, that's your day's work, and you never see it again. Where the beauty of theater is you work on the same thing every night, trying to reanimate it, trying to reinvest it, trying to make it live again. And that is a lot closer to life. And is a lot better training for life, you know. And that's why sometimes you find actors that have worked in theater all their lives, and they have a kind of, and you see them on a movie set, and they have a kind of confidence and a kind of grace that you very seldom see in movie actors, even great movie actors. Most of them are nervous wrecks.
I don't understand.
Did you think it was coincidence? So many good things all happening for you, all for you, Norman.
What do you want?
To say what you won't, to do what you can't, to remove those in your way.
The board members. You killed them.
We killed them.
We?
Remember your little accident in the laboratory?
Performance enhancers.
Bingo. Me, your greatest creation. Bringing you what you've always wanted. Power beyond your wildest dreams, and it's only the beginning. There's only one who can stop us. Or imagine if he joined us.
In the case of Spider-Man, this first one I'll speak to mostly because that's one I was involved in most. I think it is a good movie. It is a big, popular movie. I think it's a good movie because the director wasn't cynical about the material. Sometimes, not always, sometimes it's a limitation of mine. We have good things and bad things. I can only play one scene at a time. I can never look beyond the scene. I can never say, I really need a director and my partners to help remind me where I am in the story, because I don't like to anticipate the story, because I don't think I can be present enough and do the actions and entertain impulses if I'm thinking about what came in before or after. Yes, it's helpful to know that if you've just come in from, you know, 2 scenes in the rain and you arrive soaking wet, that's a condition. It's a good thing to know, but usually people will tell you that. Otherwise the scene won't cut. But beyond that, shooting out of sequence, almost all films do. Yeah, it's not preferable, but you really play scene by scene.
So that is actually...
I don't build a performance. I really try to concentrate on the quality of being there. Is really, really where I live best. I don't make a conscious choice.
No.
And when you say, oh, you get offered lots of things, I do and I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I go through periods where I say, I'm quitting, I'm done. Nothing's offered me. Nobody of interest wants to work with me. This is bleak. I really should do something else. I have those periods, you know, and then there's other periods where there's so much stuff to do that you don't have time. You can't schedule it, you know.